Hi, everybody. This is Doc from the Doc and Dan Show. I'm coming to you live tonight. I posted on Facebook, but I don't see anybody in here. But that's all right. Y'all can watch it on the show's page. Tonight marks the 1 year anniversary of when me and Daniel started the show, and we have gotten now 18 subscribers, over 1,000 views. I think it was like 1,024. About 42 hours to 45 hours of watch time, which is good for the first year since I haven't really done much. Um, the thing is, though, is Daniel, I had to officially fire him from the show because he wouldn't do anything. We started this together, and in the time I've been in San Angeles, it's been rather 8 months now. He's only done 3 shows. He keeps on making excuses not to want to do anything. He keeps on making excuses of like, "Oh, I'm too tired, I'm too busy," whatever, and then I just sit around and goof off. So I had to officially fire him from the show, folks, and that really bothers me because he is my son. And when you have to fire your own child from a project I've been wanting to do for a long time, it can really get to you, you know. And I just had no choice, you know. But that's pretty much the reason why he's on the show. It's not because of his attitude. It's not because of his unwillingness to want to do the show. It's just the fact he wasn't doing the show. So, what else was I to do? And speaking of the show, this will be the last episode of the Doc and Dan show as you know it now. Um, After this live stream here and after it posts and everything, I'm going to be changing the name of the show to the Doc Stewart Show. It's all the content from the Doc and Dan show still going to be on there. From what I've been told, you can change the name and not delete your views or followers or subscribers or anything. Um, so I will be going on tour, just me now. Daniel may still go with me, but that's probably not going to happen. It's just going to be me coming to your towns and everything. So, like I've asked before, just send me suggestions of things to do, not for me and Daniel to do, but for me to do. And y'all's towns, any acting jobs y'all know of, any theater productions that need people, let me know because I still want to get to meet all of y'all. I still want to, have y'all on the show and everything. So just, let me know. Pardon me. Now, I had somebody from the last show I did about bullying ask me what my views were between the difference between bullying and just teasing somebody. Now, teasing somebody is when you're just joking around with them, just having fun and kind of like an April Fool's Day thing or something like that. Bullying, like I said on the last show, would be pushing people, slapping people, being violent towards them. It's not good either way. I mean, teasing like your family and your friends or whatever a little bit, that's one thing. But when it gets to the point where it starts getting violent, then you may want to stop because that's no good for anybody. I don't know what it is about people that make them want to bully and make them want to not fulfill the commitments anymore. When I was younger, well, let me tell this first. I grew up in a house of old Southern values, um, Christian values, and everything. And back then, a man's word was his bond. A handshake was just as good as any old paper contract or anything like that. But now people just, they shake your hand when their fingers crossed and on their other hand behind their back. People don't keep their word. People don't do what they're supposed to do anymore. And it really aggravates me. I just wonder why people do that. Why people break their word nowadays. But I have been asked in the past if I ever did a live show to say a little bit more about myself, to tell you a little bit more of my backstory and everything. So, those of y'all that know me, like Jimmy James, who was supposed to be here, but I don't see anybody really viewing this right now. I guess I didn't set it up right, so sorry. Um, there it goes. I was born in Fort Worth to two great parents, obviously. We went to high school, was in ROTC, didn't do the best in school, but I did good enough to graduate. And then I went to the military, and 7 years later, I met my wife, wrote some books, and then the car wreck happened, and started podcasting and YouTubing. Why I started podcasting was just for something to do originally, folks, because just sitting in the room of the house I was in, just day after day, just nothing to do, got really boring. So I decided, well, the heck with it, I'm gonna try podcasting, and that's when I ran into Jimmy James and you know Rudolph and Cody Lewis and all these others. Me and Jimmy have been friends for about 2 or so years now, and Jimmy, if you do ever see this, know that I did do a live thing like he asked me to do. I think it's supposed to in some kind of code or something, but I wasn't really sure how to set all this up. So it is what it is. Pretty much just a video. But I was had people ask me like what my favorite movies and all that stuff are. Well, I love horror movies and mysteries and some comedies. My favorite mysteries are like the older mysteries like Agatha Christie, Clue, you know, TV shows too, Murder She Wrote, Down Murder and stuff like that. Horror, pretty much just any horror unless it's some knockoff piece of junk, which most horror is becoming now, just trash, just nothing good about it at all. So books, the same thing, mysteries mostly in history books. There was one I read not too long ago, The Fall of the Third Reich, and it was a big book. I mean, it was one of them big old thick books, like this. And I read it from cover to cover because it explained the beginning of the Nazi Party all the way to the end of it, the Nuremberg trials and everything. So if you're in the history books, go check that one out if you can find it. Music is kind of a mix of things. I pretty much like every music except for grunge, rap. Yeah, pretty much grunge and rap. My favorite country second would be oldies like Motown and everything. And now you know a little bit about me. Why I started the YouTube channel late like I did, why I didn't start it when I was doing the podcast at first was because I was trying to dip my toe into the media outlet of, YouTube and podcasting and everything. And after about 2 years, I'm like, okay, well, now it's time to start the show. And well, here we are. So, it's pretty much all I really wanted to say on this little like 11, 12 minute live stream. I'll probably say more if people actually showed up for it and everything and had asked me questions in the chat and all that, but nobody really did. So, but you always see it on the Doc and Dan moniker. Which after this, like I said, I'm going to change it to, you know, the Doc Stewart show. Got a new picture and everything. So um just keep up with it, up with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments below of things you want me to do on the show since Daniel's no longer around on it. And yes, he does know. I did tell him obviously when I fired him. So other than that, folks, thanks for watching the live stream whenever you do get to it to watch it. Um, I love y'all. I can't wait to get on the road and come out and see y'all's cities and hopefully have some of y'all on the show like Jimmy and Rudolph and Cody and others. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Peace out. Bye.